All right, good morning. How we doing? All right, this is me on showing off and showing up. But today, there's really nothing to show off about. We want to discuss something very, very important. So, remove the show off. Let's show off of our women folks this morning. Now, by the nature of my job, I work with women a lot. I'm a fashion designer. That's, I entertain or how will I use it now? I deal more with women's clothes than men, so it's natural that I work with women a lot. And I get to hear a lot of things, I get to hear a lot of things. It's just natural that we have women to women talk. And there's something I couldn't just shake off today. And I'll be talking about happy homes. I love happy ending. And if you know me, I say I love love. I love love. I naturally just love love. Because love is a good thing. See, when you want a happy home, you work towards it. I'm going somewhere. Please stay with me. This year, we're just some days into a new year, 2025. And I tend to come across I have come across a lot of seminars on women empowerment, yes, business empowerment and stuff like that. And I had to look for a seminar that is talking to the male folks. And maybe I'll still see one, but I have not seen one. And this drew my attention to the fact that unconsciously, we are prepared as the girl child for making happy homes. We prepare our girl child as well for making happy homes. Why the men are let loose? I was watching a broadcast where Auntie Mrs. Ibukun Awosiki was talking on our code. And you could still see, she was talking to the women, and you could still see that in that crowd, we have a lot of women there and very few men. Women tend to go for seminars where they want to be a better person, they want to just do better. I am beginning to think that the men just assume that this thing falls from heaven, that it comes natural, that you don't need to work on it. That's wrong. Yes, I know we have the G men, these men who are men, who knows that it takes working to get a happy home, and they want to be part and parcel of it. And honestly, I salute this men. But a bulk of them, I repeat, a bulk of them, they are king, and their definition of happy home is that the woman should be submissive, even when they are beginning to be submissive to nonsense. What is your definition of a happy home? Is your definition of a happy home a woman that once you say stand there, she stands there, and she's suffering in silence? She's not happy because she doesn't have a voice. Is that your definition of a happy home? Now, happy homes are worked to us. I know that men and women are wired differently, but over and over again, I have seen where this difference are breached, and we have happy home where one partner is not suffering in silence, all in the name of I want a happy home. A happy home is not a home where there is no argument. A happy home is where both parties they operate at their ultimate. They are happy. Even when there is a disagreement, you settle it amicably. There should be a disagreement because we are wired there separately. Honestly, because of the nature of my work, because like I said at the beginning, I tend to work with women a lot. And I see a situation where somebody is dying in silence because she was taught that keeping quiet gives you a happy home. Who says that? If things are changing, let it change all around her. What is your definition of happy home? For me, a happy home is where we have laughter, joy, peace, a clean environment where after the bubble and hustling outside, I go home to rest. A happy home for me is where you go home to your partner and you are able to share your day with it without feeling that I'm nagging. I might not get the definition of happy home all the time, but I should get it most of the time. And a happy home is worked towards. It is not the duty of one person. We need to talk to ourselves. You need to respect your spouse. You need to be kind to your spouse. You need to be loving. You need to give your spouse a listening ear. You must not win all the time. Please, I know that we also have men that are suffering in silence. But this morning I want to show up for my female foes, because I know that majority are in that bracket. That when you look at the people who are silently suffering, we have more of women than men. In fact, you see an occasion where a man, they are telling a woman, a young girl, you see, your mother beared it, you should bear it. There's nothing wrong with enduring, but it shouldn't be your right to expect the woman or even the man in some cases to bear. Marriage should be enjoyed. Work towards enjoying it. Have a clear vision of what you want, then work towards it. This entitlement that when I talk, everybody should obey, that's not the definition of a happy home. Or this idea you are good outside, then in the house you are something else. That's not it. And when people want to talk, they can't talk. The woman or the man can't talk because you are Mr. or Mrs. Do Good outside. What is your definition of a happy home? Will you honestly want somebody to do what you are doing to that woman, or in some cases that man, to your sister? Some of us have heard or watched where a woman suffered and she triumphed. But it shouldn't continue. Must that cycle continue? That cycle should not continue. We should have positive change. We should strive towards positive change. So this morning, like I said, I'm actually showing up for the female foes, but I also know that some men are silently suffering. What's your definition of happy home? A happy home does not necessarily mean that there is no argument in the house. No, that's not my definition. A happy home is where both parties, they operate at their utmost. You communicate. I was talking with my girls this morning. I said, during courtship, what do you people talk about, honestly? What do you talk about? Because not talking about what matters leads to this. I want to believe most of the time leads to this unhappy endings that we are having. Bash bush everywhere. You see girls, because I work with girls mostly, in my school, we have boys and girls, but we have more of girls. And when the married ones, some of them, not all, we have some that honestly you want to just marry. You just want to go and get married tomorrow. But I'm sad when I see some, for things that are so feeble that can easily be managed. It becomes unmanageable because there is communication breakdown, unrealistic expectation, and somebody feeling that they are king, that the definition of a submissive woman is the one that does not argue. So I'll be ending this morning with this. I want a happy home. I want happy ending. And I hope, honestly, that this touches somebody. Again, to women, please train our boys, so that they will do this self-entitlement. We can get it right from the younger generation. Train them that it is also their duty to meet the woman halfway, or more than halfway. They are the head of the home after all. Thank you. All right, please do well to share this, because I honestly want this to touch somebody's life today. Thank you.